Today I'm going to show you how to make this super ridiculously easy Soundwave graphic, and I got toys. I'm so excited. Today's all about sound, and sound is so important because without sound, no one can hear. And most importantly, hey everybody, this is Ed from Dodging Karma Design, where designs become graphic, and I want to thank you guys so much for showing up once again to my little channel. And I am kind of excited because today I get to do something I've never done this before. I'm doing an unboxing video because I have been using a specific kind of microphone for as long as time, and it's not quite cutting it in certain areas. I've actually been honored to have people say that, you know, my videos have a little bit of production value to them. Like, I care. I try to bring that across, that I give a crap. And one thing I've heard consistently across the board without stop is that the video quality is really, really good, but the audio quality is still really good, but not inconsistent. It's not always, you know, dead on. In case you haven't noticed, here's all of it. If I use bullet points, I sound like a used car salesman off his meds. Kitty face. Today, I'm going to show you my top 4 favorite websites to get stock images. We're going to have a lot of fun. Hit the subscribe button. Knock on that bell. I wish I could tell you that was the only time I had to deal with a heckler, but there has been dozens. Well, we can, but there's another secret that I want to show you. Music and everything about the festival, the Day of the Dead. Can't unhear that, can you? Which is why I get to do my very first unboxing today. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. I've been researching different microphones and what I wanted to do and what I wanted to get and what's in my price range, which ain't much. And before I go into the unboxing and say, ooh, what's the new thing I got? Let me introduce you to what I already have. I am currently using a blue microphone known as a Snowball, and I'm using it in a very weird way. See, the blue Snowball is not supposed to be used like this. The blue Snowball microphone is this thing right here. It's underneath the fuzzy cover. It's underneath the fuzzy cover, or the filter. The filter. This is fun. So what this thing does is the blue Snowball is a cardioid microphone. It's got a pattern, as you can see, where anything in front of it can pick up pretty well, but it kind of deadens the sound on the sides and the back. Now, I currently am filming in my bedroom, and I have a very small room, and I also have very thin walls. So I opted for this type of microphone. Actually, I bought this microphone before I got into this apartment. The only problem is, because when I'm putting my head down to start working on anything, it cuts out. This microphone is fantastic for voiceovers, and I have a couple of tricks I'm going to show you on how to make it sound even better than it would be out of a box. Because I can't work like this. I can't work on my computer like this because I'll either blow out the speakers or I will not be able to see my screen. So I needed something different. Let's just hang this in the shot for right now because it's gonna go away in a minute. So I was looking up a lot of different shotgun microphones and trying to find out the best one. Obviously, everyone in YouTube land likes to go for the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus Super Alpha, whatever they want to call it. Amazing high quality shotgun microphone. However, it's a bit out of my price range. So I went down the rung of Rode microphones from the top of the line all the way down to their tiniest one, which is their Rode Micro. Their Rode Micro is still a badass. It is amazing. It's still very, very good. The only problem is it was a little quiet. So I did a little bit more research and I found this, the Movo VXR10. This is, or 10, whatever, VXR10. This is also a cardioid pattern, and it's got very similar specs, not as big of a diaphragm, but it picks up so much more sound than the Rode Video Micro, and it's $20 cheaper. How much does this thing cost me? $40. 40. Not tree fitty, 40. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so here is the microphone. This is it. There is a shocking difference between the size of, There's a shocking difference between this and this. This is all solid metal. I smell things. I don't know why I do that. But this solid metal comes with a little shock absorbing. Ooh, that's snug. Comes with a cold shoe mount and a 1/4 adapter right there. And since I don't have the adapter for the boom, I am going to just slide this onto here. And you have your basic cord. This would go here and this would go into your camera, and you can then use it on top of your camera with the hot shoe mount or cold shoe mount. So this has got a windscreen or a dead cat, dead kitten, or muff ball, whatever you want to call it, but it's got a million different names. Everybody makes jokes about it, but it does pretty good to cut out the high end or the wind. You want to use this as a standalone where you can record nothing but audio. You can hook it up to your cell phone, which you'll see this has the microphone. Again, the elbow piece goes into the microphone, and then this can go right into your cell phone and you can just record from there. And honestly, we tested this out earlier and we got some seriously pretty impressive stuff, not even processed or anything, just right out of the box. Pretty neat. You also get a genuine pleather carrying case in case you want to carry this around in places. It's so small, I mean seriously, you have room in your camera bag for this. And of course a silica packet, which I promise you shouldn't eat. And if you do, it does really go well with Tide Pods. Fun fact, I'm actually filming on a Canon T6, which does not have a microphone port. So none of these are really all that helpful, which is why I got this as an audio adapter to connect with this, So before I get onto the Movo, I want to let you know what I've done to optimize the Snowball in order to get this type of sound out of it. There's a program called Voicemeeter, and you're looking at it right now. And what it does is it reads the microphone and it adds a compression. And the best part about this is it's free. I will link a video in the description that I think was absolutely life-saving on how to use this and enhance the sound. But in order to really test the Movo, I'm going to try it without all the tricks, and then I'm going to try it with the tricks, and I'm going to see what happens. Voicemeeter is pretty simple. All you have to do is download a certain cable input, and it reads that cable input. It's a download, and that's it. So everything you hear right now going through the Snowball is being enhanced by the compression that's on this. No issue whatsoever. I would suggest donate to these people because they're doing an amazing job. And the best part, the one I think is really fun about this right here is the voice color panel. You could easily go low over here, lower left, which is going to be low and weird, and then you can go really high, and it changes the color just like you would change the color of a video to warm or cool. You can change it from high and tinny to weird or low, and you have all of this range to play with. So now that you know the secret, the link is going to be in the description, and you can check them out, and you can follow along just like I did and get the similar type of sound out of your Snowball. Alright, so you want to start off with a black background on your canvas and alternate the foreground and background colors by hitting X or hitting the little button right there to make sure white is in your foreground. You can hit B or click the brush tool and go up to the properties and make sure that the size is at 1 pixel and the hardness is 100%. Then clicking off of the canvas, hitting shift and pushing up and down with your mouse, you'll get a completely straight line. Then you can shift click on the layer 0 in order to select it all, and then go to the move tool by hitting V. When you hit the V tool, you can then align to the selection, horizontal and vertical centers. Hit Control D to deselect. Then you go to filter, stylize, and wind. You hit the wind and you make sure the wind is going in a direction from the left, and you hit OK. And then you'll see a little bit of jaggedness on there. All you got to do, see a little jaggedness, all you got to do is go to filter, Alt Control F, and that will redo the last filter. You do it about 2 or 3 times until you get to something you like. Go to wind. Reverse the direction so it's going from the other side, and then again do Control Alt F. Alright, now you hit Control T and you'll see if you go to the corner you'll have that bended arrow, and if you move it you can just click it into place by going horizontal, then stretch it to the size of the canvas. Then we add a new layer. Then we go to the gradient tool, or you can hit G, and up in the upper left you'll see different gradient options that you have naturally built in with Photoshop. Make sure you're on linear and shift click on one side of the canvas and drag it to the other. Now you just take that layer and change the blending mode to color. If you want to add some more dimension, you could render clouds and overlay them on top of it. Adjust the properties as you wish. Then if you hit Control Alt Shift E, it will collapse everything into one layer while keeping all the other layers intact. Then you just go down to Distort and go to Polar Coordinates. And if you check the first option, it'll give you kind of a circle. And all you have to do from this point is you can leave it as is, or you can hit Control T again. You can make it a Smart object and then do Control T and slide it on over to make it a perfect circle. Now if you want to add that to different effects, all you need to do is change the blending mode to screen. And then you can pop that onto different images and just resize it as necessary. And since you already put it into a Smart object, it will not pixelate. And this is what I sound like with the microphone. Completely unchanged. I haven't done anything with it whatsoever. But what you're listening right now is simply just the Movo into the computer and running and being recorded. That's it. There's nothing else going on. This is all there is. I'm going to see if there's any way I can tweak it to get a good, clean sound that I'm going to be happy with. Hey everybody, you can tell it's been a few days because I've shaved and I changed my shirt. So I actually had to take my raw audio file down to a friend of mine, thanks John, to figure out how to equalize it through the wonky setup I currently have because I need to upgrade everything. He took the raw audio file, played with it, ran it through another system, and then ran it through this system so I could just pretty much mimic it, and we have everything set on presets, so hopefully if things work out the way I'm hoping, the audio should be more consistent now. There shouldn't be any more issues until I upgrade. Well, that's about it for us for today. I'm so glad you're able to make it, and if I've steered you in the direction of value, like maybe I really want to try this Snowball, or maybe I really want to try this Movo, leave it down in the comments. And if you like the way one sounds over the other, definitely put that also down in the comments. I'm actually very, very interested in hearing what you guys have to say about that. Get this discussion going because I am going to upgrade eventually once I'm able to upgrade more things and get the channel looking better and doing good and all that jazz. I have a TeePublic and Etsy. If you find anything on either one of those sites that tickles your fancy and you decide to purchase it, do know that all those proceeds go to helping this channel look a little bit better and sound a little bit better. Please hit that like button, smash that bell to be notified every time I have a new upload. Like and share with your like-minded friends. And as always, be good or good at it. Good go. Just look at that. It's so cute. This was a selfie stick, so like if I wanted to like be the world's stupidest spy, maybe I'll like Well, that'd be none of my business. Oh, that was stupid.